Earth's evolution in 10 minutes. I need to see this. I need to see when did niggas start knowing they needed to name every sex position. Like, I need to know the exact moment they was like, yeah, we gotta call this something. A lot of them Diddy parties, they ain't stemmed from nowhere. It was probably a nigga back in the day who was worse than Diddy.
Crashed into other planets and frozen over several times. Not to mention being ruled by...
Yo, it was dead ass, no bullshit. Flying dragons, yo, like, is that shit not crazy to y'all? Like, we live on an earth where it used to be dead ass flying dinosaurs, no bullshit. I'm talking about shit 3,700 feet wide in the air, flying with wings.
Of crazy life forms. Sometimes it's a wonder that our blue homeworld has survived it all. But if we want to take a whirlwind tour of our planet's history, we'll have to start way back at the very beginning.
Like, we really came up from crazy shit.
4.5 billion years ago, our solar system began to emerge out of a dense cloud of interstellar gas and dust. This cloud collapsed into a swirling disk of matter that got hotter and hotter and hotter until hydrogen fused into helium. And just like that, our sun was born. And
wait, so hydrogen fused into helium, and there was so much hydrogen and helium that it made a sun? Wait, isn't a sun just a star though? So you telling me right now, if there was enough hydrogen and helium to create another sun, it could happen? No fucking way.
And hotter until hydrogen fused into helium. And just like that, our sun was born. And baby Earth was on its way too. After the birth of our star, all the matter on the farthest ends of the spinning disk began to clump together. These clumps would be the seedlings for the planets and moons in our solar system. As they accumulated more matter, they were mostly made of ice, liquids, and gases. Closer to the sun, all the rocky material formed the inner planets like Mars and Earth. This young Earth was...
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, something ain't adding up, bro. 1 + 1 don't always equal 2, bro. Something ain't adding up. Like, how the fuck is there an atmosphere? How is this shit? How am I sitting on the ground right now?
Volcanically speaking. It spewed out gases like hydrogen sulfide, methane, and carbon dioxide. These gases
made from space?
Atmosphere on our planet. Early Earth was constantly bombarded by large asteroids and comets, and soon Earth experienced an even more violent collision. Theia, a planet the size of Mars, slammed right into our young world. This epic collision threw chunks of matter all around Earth's orbit, and then gravity bound them together into what we know now as the moon.
What?
On this hot, early Earth, there were no oceans. All water existed as gas. But 3.8 billion years ago, our planet cooled enough for water to condensate and become liquid. The very first primitive ocean covered this young Earth and turned it into a water world. H2O is an essential ingredient for creating living things, so with all that water, life appeared on Earth about 3.7 billion years ago. These earliest forms of life were microscopic organisms, but it was nearly 1 billion years after that some of these organisms changed the course of the world. Earth didn't stay as a water world very long. Soon,
how did this shit go from water? Wait, where did the material and like the dirt and shit come from if the whole shit was filled with water?
Ocean. Scientists call them cratons. As more and more land rose from the ocean, the very first
land rose from the ocean. Oh hell
appeared
no,
on the planet.
bro.
Valbara wasn't exactly a supercontinent. It was pretty small. Scientists...
Wait a minute. Wait, so if this whole shit was built on water, we basically on top of water right now. We basically are literally on top of water, dead ass. But by this theory, right? If we dig down deep enough, it would just be water. No bullshit, right? Am I bugging?
I think it was smaller than the continent.
It would be. Yo, chat, cause think about the ocean, bro. Think about the ocean. No bullshit. When you go into the sand, like, and you know, like a sand, and it's just straight water out in the ocean, right? Think about it. The water covers from like, look, picture, look, hold on. Let me turn around so I can picture it more. Look, we walking into the ocean, right? The ocean is this way, right? And we on the sand. The water goes this way and it loops all the way around, like all the way around, past all the land and shit. So technically, we are dead ass on top of water. Like we are confined with the water. If y'all get what I'm saying, like we are water. Like you see what happened when you trying to learn too much, bro. That's why I stopped learning. That's why I'm a nigga. No bullshit. That's why I play ball, bro. Cause this shit, like, I ain't gonna lie. At a certain point, nigga, you see, niggas like me and Einstein, like we learn too much. Like
finally,
shit
we had some
started to go
oxygen
wrong.
producers to make Earth's atmosphere much more hospitable, and the rest is history, folks. Just kidding.
Nah,
We
fuck
still got a
history. We need to learn how this
long
shit
way
was
to go.
built.
With all this new oxygen, Earth's atmosphere had much lower levels of carbon dioxide. And that made the planet icy cold. Much of our young world,
Wait, what is that?
Earth's atmosphere had much lower levels of carbon dioxide.
Earth atmosphere had a low level of carbon dioxide, which made all the water ice. Oh
And
shit!
that made the planet icy cold. Much of our young world froze over as Earth saw its first ice
Damn,
age.
we had so much of a low temperature carbon dioxide that shit deadass just turned to ice, bro. Wait, so how come the whole planet didn't turn to ice then?
Now, as Earth's atmosphere was changing, the continents were moving too. They broke up and reassembled into the next supercontinent,
Pangea.
Rodinia. Rodinia was a real supercontinent. It may have been the largest supercontinent to ever cover the planet. And life? Well, life finally became more complex. But then something happened.
The Pangea.
Rodinia broke apart and a new supercontinent assembled. This one was called Pannotia. Then, between about 540 and 485 million years ago, there was an explosion of new life. This time was called the Cambrian explosion.
Yo, am I bugging, or is there not life and oxygen at the bottom of the ocean, bro? No bullshit. It gotta be. Think about how deep the ocean go, bro. No bullshit. Think about how deep the ocean go, bro. There's no way niggas is living off of oxygen from above the water, bro. Cause ain't it organisms and shit that live on in like the earth crust, the crust of the earth, in the crest of the water down below in the ocean, bro. Is living organisms and shit like fucking like coral reefs and shit and worms. Niggas is at the bottom of the ocean, but how is niggas getting oxygen from the bottom of the ocean? Sunlight probably don't even go all the way down there. No bullshit. It gotta be some other form of life, some other form of oxygen down there, bro. I'm really on to some shit.
Explosion.
Get ass.
And the animals that evolved during this period
Yo, y'all
had
niggas not
hard body
thinking.
parts, like shells or spines. The most famous of all were the alien-looking trilobites.
This shit is crazy.
Around 440 million years ago, the climate suddenly shifted and the temperature of the ocean changed dramatically. Earth saw its first mass extinction event.
Yo,
This-
what's below the floor of the ocean? That's what we need. No, actually, no. Fuck that. That's hell. That's hell. We know what's below. Fuck that.
Was the Ordovician
Shit.
Silurian extinction. And a majority of the life that had been spreading around the planet vanished. Many of these life forms laid the foundation for the ecosystems that we have on Earth today. Somewhere between 420 to 350 million years ago, the first trees arose from Earth's soil.
Trees.
And the first animals made their way to land
Wait a minute.
soil. 50 million years ago, Somewhere between 420 to 350 million years ago,
Somewhere between 450 million years ago, trees were first. Wait,
the first trees arose from
the
Earth's
first
soil.
trees arose? Wait, don't trees produce oxygen? How the fuck was niggas breathing before tree? Oh, it was nobody here. It was nobody here. Yo, no bullshit. It was nobody here on Earth before trees, bro. No bullshit, because trees produce oxygen, bro.
And the first animals
So
made their
niggas
way
wouldn't even be able to
land,
breathe if
too.
we didn't even have trees.
250 million years ago, the planet was covered by our last vast supercontinent, Pangaea.
Pangea.
Sadly, it was also during this period that Earth witnessed the greatest mass extinction event in our history, the Great Dying. Huge amounts of greenhouse gases and accelerated global warming wiped out about 90% of all species on Earth. But this mass extinction helped pave the way for the next wave of animals to evolve. 240 to 230 million years ago, the first dinosaurs appeared. For the next 150 million years, they'd rule the land. If you were there, you'd have witnessed
Yo,
the
this shit is
gigantic
crazy.
sauropod Argentinosaurus, the largest land animal ever. Or you might have been chased by one of the Earth's greatest apex predators, the T-Rex. And you'd also witness
T-Rex got
Pangea
mad aura, no bullshit.
breaking up and forming the continents we know today. Okay, you may already know where this is headed. 66 million years ago, an asteroid slammed into our planet, right where Mexico sits now.
What?
It coughed up so much debris into the atmosphere that it blocked out the sun. This led to devastating climate changes that caused the dinosaurs to die out. In the next wave of emerging animals, mammals became more common. Around 6 million years ago, the earliest known humans
Yo,
started
what the
walking this
fuck?
way. This species was called Sahelanthropus, though they still likely walked on all fours. 4 million years ago, early humans began to walk upright.
Ew.
And about 1 million years later, they developed the first known tools, which they used to break things. Some 800,000 years ago, things sparked.
Yo, I know
These
about
early
5 niggas
humans
that look just like that
discovered how to
monkey, bro. No
control
bullshit.
fire
Dead ass.
and could now
I'm not
cook
even
food
joking.
and
No
provide
bull.
themselves with heat. Their brains continued to evolve, now more rapidly than ever. These humans learned to interact with each other and the surrounding world
Yo,
in
what
whole
the
new ways.
fuck?
Then, between 40,000 to 15,000 years ago, all other human species besides Homo sapiens went extinct. 10,000 years ago, Earth saw its earliest farmers. These previously nomadic humans stopped wandering the planet and finally put down their roots.
Yo, them Neanderthal
Jumping
niggas gotta be
way
the
forward
dirtiest
to
niggas
about
ever, bro. No
250
bullshit, bro.
years
I'm
ago,
not taking that
the
back, bro.
Industrial
Niggas
Revolution
ain't
took
take
place.
one shower in their entire
We went
lifetime,
through
bro.
major
Shit is
technological,
crazy, bro.
socioeconomic, and cultural transformations. Rural-based farm societies became more industrialized urban ones. Our human population continued to grow. By 1804,
Yo, niggas walking around in 80 degrees with straight trench coats. Y'all niggas is fucking dumb. What the fuck are y'all
we reached
thinking?
1 billion. By 1927, we'd hit 2 billion.
Niggas is
And
walking around with
since
trench
the
coats and top hats
1960s,
like they
the
Lincoln.
global
Yo,
population
niggas was
has
on
reached-
Abraham Lincoln dick back in the 30s, bro. That's why y'all niggas was depressed. It wasn't a real depression. Y'all niggas was dead ass gay.
And now there's a new threat to human existence and many other forms of
What?
life here on Earth.
Oh, the
Climate
polar
change.
bears.
Temperatures and sea levels are rising worldwide, and biodiversity is declining. We could be on the verge of another mass extinction event if things don't change.
Yo, what happened if the sea level rises past how far up the land is?
But that's a story for another What If.
Yo, who went back in time and got all this information, bro? Niggas surprise me every day. I was the first nigga to ever flick a nigga off like this. Both fingers though. Like both fingers though. Tommy, he was like, meet the first shorty to ride cowgirl.
Who's calling that shit? Is it Stacy? Is it Becky? Is it Keisha? Is it Daddy? Was it Daddy?
Function. The way I feel right now, I feel like we need to be all alone. So if you just playing around, you need to tell your girl, take a fine ass home. That's real.